Hi guys, how about a Whipnchat? First, I want to thank my dear friend Angela and Becky. Me and Becky has messaged ever since she sent me that friend mail. And she's become a rock. Angela, who lives in Romania, you're an awesome lady. Don't never forget that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I had some problems this morning when I was recording. I don't know why I got it down there for right now. Yeah. So, I have diverticulitis and it was giving me fits this morning. Plus other things were happening. Just one of those days. That's all I can say. Just one of those days. But Becky was there and so was Angela. So thank you, ladies, for being my strength this morning. God bless you. We're going to work on this one for hashtag tailfeathers24 and have a Whipnchat. And we'll go from there. But I'm feeling much better. I did get to go to church because at first I thought I wasn't going to get to go to church. And but I'm better, and I thank each and every one of you for being there for me. So, God bless you. Me and Bella went for a walk with the neighbor. Bella's okay walking to where we're going, but once we get there, then she wants me to pack her back. So, yeah. Gee, it was funny because I tell her, I go, look, you walked here, you're going to walk back. And she does. And once we get back to the house, she's fine. But if she can get me to pack her, yeah. Pastor Dana was able to come to church today. So all the prayers that you guys are doing to lift him up, he is healing. He goes Friday and gets the staples out. He has 30 in his back. So that's giving him a little problem. But once he gets those out, he'll be okay. I think this one is just as cute. Me and my neighbor was sitting out in the yard just a few minutes ago, and I looked up and there was something hanging down from a tree. And it was like, oh, it's a robin. It was a baby robin. What had happened, he had got a string and was trying to pack it, and when he flew through the tree, it got hung on a branch and he got wrapped on his tongue. So I got a chair, got him down, tried to get him to fly away, but right now he's kind of stunned. So Mama flew in and was feeding him. So I'm hoping he gets up and flies away. I think I see him out there now. Yeah, Mama's feeding him. Because cats and birds. That's all I'm going to say. Well, anything really, not just cats, but. And I know you're a cat lover. Hey, I like cats. I had several cats. I had a cat called, I named him Puff. He was gorgeous. He was part Siamese and part Persian. He had that Persian hair, but his eyes was like Siamese. He was gorgeous. He was so stinking mean. He'd run the other cats up in the tree, out on the limb, and then knock them out of the tree. And I'd be down there hollering, Puff, don't you dare! Don't you do it! And he'd just look down at me and smack them out. All the time I was yelling at him. But the woman next door to me, he'd come up missing, and I'd think for 2 or 3 days, and I'd be out hunting for him, and come find out, he'd go next door, and she'd feed him all this real fancy cat food. At my house, he'd just get dry cat food. So when I had to move in with my sister, Donna, because of some health issues, she already had 2 dogs, and I had Cuteness and something else. But I don't know why I couldn't bring him. There was a reason why. And I told her I was moving, and she said, if you don't want Puff, can I have him? I said, you can have him. Because she just loved him. He'd go in their house and lay up on the couch. I went to their door looking for him. She opened the door, there he laid. I said, I'm looking for him. She said, he's gorgeous. But he was mean. He was so pretty, though. But she loved him. And he loved being outside, Puff did. Every once in a while, he'd come home. I guess just see if I was still there. But I don't remember why I couldn't bring him. I don't remember. So it's not that I don't like cats. So don't think that. Because if I could have a second pet here, I'd get a cat to hang out with Bella. Now, Puff's mom, I called her Kit. She was Siamese. I had her for about 8 or 9 years. I got her at a yard sale. She was a little bitty kitten. The woman was trying to get rid of her or give her away. Let me put it that way. That sounds better. And she was so pretty and so tiny. And I brought her home. Excuse me. I'm going to cut this off. I bought these candle wax. This one is apple cinnamon donut. Oh my gosh. It is starving me to death. It's apple cedar. No, it's apple cedar donut. And I get them at Ollie's. Now, most countries might not have Ollie's, but anyway, I got them for 99 cents. Now, Ollie's is the type of store, it's a discount store. But if you find something, you better buy a lot of it. Because when you go back, you will never find it. Because once it's gone, it's gone. It's that type of store. They're constantly bringing in new stuff. So, now, the 15th through the 18th, I'll have a little chihuahua. I'm going to be dog sitting a little chihuahua. Bella loves Ginger. So, I'll have film when I can because I'll have Ginger. And her Bella plays. Whoops. I put new. This is what I used in my pens. I get lazy. Yeah, I said it. I get lazy. And when it messes up, I don't put it in like I should. And that's my fault. That's not Gorilla Glue's fault. But I'm going to have to turn that candle off here in a minute. Like I said, it is starving me. I love a good smelling candle. And this thing, it's like a little hot plate. And you set your candle down in it. On it. I'll get it right. You set it down on it, and it melts it. And oh, it smells so good. I'm watching that little bird out there. Let me tell you what I did. I picked another canvas to do for this event. And I went and looked through my drills. Now, how many of you have done this? I cannot find the drills to that canvas. I have looked 4 times. 4 times. So, I'm doing this one and a small one. I said, you know what? It ain't a contest. It's supposed to be for fun. Of course, Becky reminded me I was just taking it too serious. And sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'm harder on myself than I should be. So, Becky reminded me, she said, take some breaths. Breathe. And I know it's here, but I must have some drills somewhere else. And I do not know where. That's puzzles. Okay. Hi, baby. That's puzzles over there. But for the life of me, I can't remember where. Because I have to. Because I know a diamond thief somebody didn't come in just to steal drills and leave the painting. So, so that was my morning. Plus, not feeling good. Just, and have you ever not felt good and you were just, it just made you emotional and you wanted to cry, but you wanted to put on a good show, like everything is just wonderful. Well, that's how I was this morning. So, this is going to be so cute. It's going to be up there with the little ducks I did back and the little sheep. That Teresa. She has a channel. If you haven't subscribed to it or watched her channel, it's called Teresa's Journey. So go over and give her a shout and subscribe to her. Her son turned 21 today. I remember when my son turned 21. It was like, my baby's not a baby no more. At that age, they think they're grown, and they think, Mama ain't got no sense. But you know what? That's okay. Mamas just prays harder. The older they get, Mamas prays harder for them, so they don't understand that. Of course, now he's got 4 children of his own, so he probably understands it better now than back then. I wish you guys could be here to smell. They need smell-o-vision. Now, how awesome would that be if somebody holds up a cake and says, smell it, and you can smell it? Or maybe not, okay? Maybe just saying. Maybe not. Okay, let's do E. I used to put the D, C number, this number on my thing, this number. But I thought, why am I making it so difficult? Just put 1 through 24 on your thing and just do it that way. You just want your DMC when you start getting down. Okay. I got the awfulest problem. I can go sit down on the couch to watch TV. Before you know it, I'm nodding off. It's like, good grief. I'm like my parents. You know, over time, you do become like your parents. Even though you might tell yourself you're never going to be like your parents. Yeah, sure. You catch yourself saying the things your mom said. You catch yourself doing the things your mom did. Yeah. Time will tell. My mama had a saying, if you got hurt and go to the house, of course she'd slap methylate on it. How many of you remember methylate or curcum? You'd have these little specks all over you every time you got hurt. And she would, if you start crying and stuff, she'd look at you and say, it's too far from your heart. Get outside and play. You're not going to die. Well, I told myself, I'm never going to say that to my son. He's going to have my full attention. No, he didn't. Soon as he got hurt and he started throwing a fit, I put some medicine on it. I'd look at him and I'd say, Cutter. Cutter was his name. I'd say, Cutter, it's too far from your heart. It ain't going to kill you. And as soon as that left my mouth, I thought, oh, I sound like my mom. Yeah. So, have your mom say something when you were little that you thought, I'll never say that to my child? And have you done it? Leave a comment. So at least I'll know, okay, I'm not the only one that did that. Oh, this morning I was licking my fingers to pick them up, and I had 2 people in the comments said, we do that exact thing. So it was like, oh, I'm glad to hear that, because at least I'm not the only one. I will start going to church on Wednesdays and Fridays before church and before prayer to answer the phone, and if somebody calls and needs me to call them back and that kind of stuff. That way, because I can't, the only day I'm here, because some days I'm at church Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and some days if we got a women's meeting or something, prayer event, I'm there Saturday, Sunday. The only day I'm home is on Monday. Of course, Bella gets to go all those times. It's not like I leave her, but I don't get nothing done. And then I get so far behind. Yeah, it's just too much. So I said, Micah, look, this month especially, I need to come in on Thursdays, Wednesdays and Fridays, because I'm already here. He said, do what you got to do. I said, okay. So I was glad. I was kind of scared to say anything. But it was like, okay. I can talk to strangers all day long. But when it comes to confronting somebody on something or asking something, not all the time, but sometimes, it's hard for me to do. You know what's going to happen. When I quit filming, I'm going straight to the kitchen, get my peanut butter ice cream out. Yes, we have peanut butter chocolate ice cream with big chunks of Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh my gosh, that is so good. And then, even better, I'm out of milk. No, I've got that milk that I bought the other day. Well, take it and make a milkshake. Oh, I thought I saw it loose. Now, sometimes I watch you guys' videos and I don't respond. Because, like, if my phone, what I do, I watch your videos on the TV and then I have my phone going at the same time with the sound down so I can respond. Well, if my phone is on the charger, then I can't respond because my phone's a crazy phone. You know how that is. You got those crazy phones? Well, mine's a crazy phone. Yeah, it's got a mind of its own. Because sometimes I'll write something and it corrects me, but yet it puts a word that I didn't want in there. And it's like, I didn't say that. And then I'm sitting there arguing with the phone. And I'm forgetting that I've got it on speaker. And as I'm arguing with it, I didn't write that. It'll type in, I didn't write that. I'm going, no, stop. And then it go, no, stop. Finally, I'll click it off. Yeah. I have stuff like that happening. Okay, we're going to do that little area. Ian is 17. I think this is going to be such a darling. I'm rearranging my pictures on the wall. I've done rearrange my butterflies. I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to put He's Risen up over the Yorkie. bring down the clown, move the house, no, because it's bring Jesus, the reaching down in the water over, yeah, we'll figure. I'll show you when I get it done. You know I will. I always show everything. Well, sometimes I don't show. Where's my little case? These are the best ever scissors. Super sharp, super pointy. That's why I got these. Love them. Just, those are the best little scissors ever. They come from Timo. So, clouded up once today. Looked like it was going to pour down rain, but it was okay. It is so muddy. Yeah. And I didn't get to plant my tomatoes. Oh, I gotta tell you. My tomatoes, I've got in a big old flower pot. It's huge. I walked by a while ago. I got a little tomato about that big. Oh, I was doing a happy dance out there. Let me tell you, I was tickled pink. All I could think of was, oh, when he gets bigger, I'll come out and I'll clean it all. I like just pull them off the vine, clean them, put salt and pepper on them, eat them. That's all I could think of. And it's only that big. Now I'm like my daddy. My daddy would plant the garden, and every day from the time he planted it, he'd be out every morning looking at it. And Mom would say, it hasn't been long enough for anything coming up. But and I'm the same way. As soon as I plant something, every morning I start going out looking at it. Like, it has just popped up overnight. Okay, guys, we're going to end it there because, yeah, it's 33 minutes. So, you know how it is. So, once again, thank you, Becky and Angela, for the encouragement. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to the channel, welcome to this crazy video in my life and Bella's. If you haven't subscribed, right down there, it's a button. One of these days, I'm going to explain about that subscribe button. That's a whole story within itself. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. But you know what? By the grace of God, I got it done. So you guys have a great afternoon, great night. I know in some countries that watches me, you're going to become morning. So good morning to you guys. You hang in there. Don't give up. Love you. And I appreciate you so, so much. Bye, guys.